We got our daughters. Do they all live here in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. Do they know that you're homeless?
No.
No?
No.
If they were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their reaction would be?
Shocked. They would be shocked.
Do you think that they would want to come and get you?
Maybe. Maybe not. No.
How does that make you feel, man?
And it made me feel real ugly right about now.
Why is that?
Because I'm actually sitting here in front of a camera explaining my life events. And there's a lot of shame and guilt going on right about now. Yeah.
When you say it back out loud?
Do what now?
I say, is that how you feel, like when you regurgitate the story back out loud?
Yeah.
You feel kind of guilty?
Shameful.
Shameful? What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews, out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm making it.
All right, all right. Are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How old are you?
60.
60.
Yeah.
You look great, man, for 60, I gotta say.
I gotta clean myself up, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I tell you, man. And so, how long have you been homeless?
About 8 months now.
Okay. Yeah. What was it that happened 8 months ago that made you homeless?
An illegal eviction.
An illegal what?
Eviction.
Okay, tell me about it.
Actually, I was in the hospital having an operation, and I came home. My daughter was supposed to take care of my rent and stuff for me while I was in the hospital, and that didn't happen. And I got out, came to my apartment, and I told the landlord. He said, "Well, what you got to do is see can you call some family members, see can they help you out."
Was this an apartment?
Yes.
How much was the rent?
380.
Okay, 380?
Yeah.
And that was per month?
Yes.
Was this through a housing voucher, or was this just how much the rent was?
It was just, I walked in.
Okay, so how long were you in the hospital for?
About a month and a half.
Okay, so that was a decently extended stay. Okay, what was going on with you in the hospital?
I had a cyst between I don't know the medical terms.
Okay.
But they thought it was cancerous, and it wasn't. Thank
Okay.
God it wasn't cancerous.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So actually, I had the paperwork and everything from the hospital, and I took it to the landlord, and everything just went south, man. Everything went south.
Went south.
Yeah.
How did it go down? I mean, you took it back, and he was like, "Well, you're gonna have to contact family members," and then what happened?
To get the money.
And so, was you able to do that?
No.
Okay, so you've been out on the street ever since?
Ever since.
Okay.
And I done went to legal aid, and I even went here and tried to get them to place me in housing, but it never happened.
How far behind were you on the rent? Was it just that 1 month or 2 months, basically?
2 months, basically.
So that was like $760?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have the money.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right, man. And so let's just start from the beginning, man. So where you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
From ATL. All right. Shout out Atlanta. For sure, man. And so let me ask, do you have any kids, by the way?
Yeah, they grown. I got 11 grandkids.
How many kids do you have?
4 daughters.
4 daughters.
Yes.
Okay. How old's the oldest? How young's the youngest?
Well, the oldest is 37, and the youngest is 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, how many different moms?
Just one.
One mom? So this was a marriage or a long-term relationship?
Long-term relationship.
How long?
One 16 years, and the other one about 4 years.
Well, you say there was just one mom, though, right? To the 4 daughters?
Well, I'm sorry. I got one daughter by another woman.
Okay.
Actually, my 2 baby mamas they deceased.
Okay.
One passed of breast cancer, and the other one passed of diabetes.
Okay, sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about that. And so, but still just 4 daughters though, right?
Yes.
Okay, 3 by one woman and the last one by another?
Well, she already had a daughter.
So it's like
And
your
I consider-
stepdaughter?
Yeah, and I consider.
Is that the
I raised her.
37-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
I pretty much raised her.
Okay, and so you have 3 biological, 1 step.
Yes.
Okay. And you were never married? No? Okay.
Well,
All right.
common law,
I get it. You guys were together for a long time. You raised her since she was how old?
6, no,
Okay.
5, sorry.
So were you like the only father figure that she knew, or did she also have her dad in her life?
She also had a dad in her life.
Okay.
Yeah. I was looking a lot better, and I was doing a lot better.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain to me, man. So okay, so
Yeah.
growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
Somewhat. My mom and dad got divorced when I was like 9.
Okay. And so do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have an older sister. She's a year older than me.
Okay.
And I have a brother, he's like 3 years younger than me.
Same mom, same dad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so when they got divorced, did you live with your mom or your dad?
My mother.
Okay. And so did your dad remain active in your life?
Somewhat. Somewhat.
Not as much as you would have liked?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so growing up, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood?
Fairly normal.
Did you go to high school?
Yes, I did.
You graduated?
No, I had to drop out because my girl, she had my first daughter when I was in 11th grade. But I went back and got my GED. I went to Brunswick Job Corps Center.
Okay. But so you dropped out in the 11th grade. You say that you had your first daughter. You say you're 60, right?
Yes?
So that would have been around 16 or 17.
No.
In the 11th grade?
Yeah. I was in 11th grade.
Right. And so
I'm
that
60.
was, huh?
I'm 60. Yes.
You're 6-0.
Yes, sir.
Right. And so if let's say that you had your, let's say in the 11th grade you were 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You say that's when you had your first daughter.
18.
Even 18. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that would put your daughter somewhere around 41, 42.
No. Not my oldest. Not my oldest. Not my oldest.
Well, I mean, let's put it like this.
Okay.
You wasn't 20 in the 11th grade, right?
No.
Okay. And so if you had your daughter at 20
Mm-hmm.
and you're 60 now, she would be 40.
She going on 40. She going on 40. My oldest.
I hear it, man, but the math ain't adding up, man. It's just not.
Okay.
So I mean, in other words, because people remember events, and so
Right.
if you dropped out because you was having your daughter in the 11th grade,
Right.
and let's say that at the oldest you was 18, that's old for the 11th grade.
Right.
But let's just say that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
That would have your daughter. She would be 41 or 42 years old right now.
She's 40.
And then you
Right
said
now.
the oldest is not your biological daughter.
No, she's not.
It's pretty confusing, man.
No, see, I have one, and her, I don't mind telling her name. One is Trachea, and the other one is Jessica. And then I have my oldest girl. She was by another man.
Well, which one was the one that you dropped out of high school for?
Jessica.
And
That's the middle girl.
Okay.
The middle.
You say you dropped
That's
out
my
of
biological daughter.
That's your biological.
Yes.
And you say you dropped out. I mean, you say you had her.
In 11, I was in 11. I had to drop out in the 11th grade.
So you don't see how that doesn't add up? Because you're 60, so that would make her minimum 40. And you say that the oldest that's not even yours is 37.
No.
How old is Jessica?
Jessica is 37. The oldest is not my biological daughter.
Okay, how old is she?
I don't even know her age, man. I done been out them girls' life now, going on about 7 years. If
That was the
not
last
8.
time you talked to him?
Yeah,
Why is that?
events.
Well, I mean, even before you was homeless, though.
Man, I've been in and out of rehabs.
So there's drug
Okay.
issues?
Yeah,
What drugs?
crack cocaine.
Okay. And so how long, when was the first age, how old were you the first age that you smoked crack?
About 23.
About 23?
Yeah,
Okay. And so, I mean, that was during the long-term relationship?
pretty much.
Okay. Is that one of the reasons why the relationship dissolved?
Pretty much.
And so was she also smoking crack?
No,
Okay. So it was just you?
it was me.
Okay.
All me.
All right. All right.
Dysfunctional man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when was the last time you smoked crack?
About 7 days ago.
Okay. And so, I mean, so we got our daughters. Do they all live here in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. Do they know that you're homeless?
No.
No?
No.
If they were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their reaction would be?
Shocked. They would be shocked.
Do you think that they will want to come and get you?
Maybe. Maybe not. No.
How does that make you feel, man?
And it make me feel real ugly right about now.
Why is that?
Because I'm actually sitting here in front of a camera explaining my life events. And there's a lot of shame and guilt going on right about now. Yeah.
When you say it back out loud?
Do what now?
I say, is that how you feel, like when you regurgitate the story back out loud?
Yeah.
You feel kind of guilty?
Shameful.
Shameful? Okay, man. Well, listen, man. I mean, so what are we doing at this point to try to kind of get ourselves out of this situation?
Well, I've been going to different people trying to get housing.
How's that going?
I'm on the waiting list.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
like
man.
everyone else, man.
No, absolutely, man. So listen, I mean, let me ask you this, all right? If you could get in a time machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could go back to any age that you ever was in life, all right? And you got to imagine, you're going to show up in this exact outfit, looking the exact way you look. And you've got 30 seconds. That's all you got to be back in the past. And you're trying to convince your younger self to do whatever it is that you're going to tell yourself. What age would you go to? And what would you tell yourself in those 30 seconds to try to change this outcome that we have?
Stay in school.
What age?
16. Stay in school. And don't have sex without a condom. That's what I would tell myself.
You think you would listen? Your 16-year-old version of yourself?
I think I would. My father figure he wasn't the exact father figure that would show me the right route. Matter of fact, he didn't. So he was involved with women, alcohol, fighting my mom. He was just into the wrong things, man.
So, I mean, I guess the apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
It didn't. It didn't at all.
It's kind of how that happens, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, donate, anything like that, do you have a social media, Cash App, anything like that?
No, I don't.
No? All right. All right, man. I mean, I'm happy to announce, man, that this week I just got my my EIN, and I'm gonna be setting up a Cash App on behalf of you guys that don't have them. So by the end of the week, we'll have that set up. So we really appreciate you, man. All right.
All right.
Listen, man, we wish you nothing but the best out here. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one.